Good morning.
Hello.
We're showing our lavender cookies, which are actually not in the cookbook, Mom. Tell them a little bit. We're showing
a little, just a fun cookie. I don't know, I just think it's really great to have this lavender in a cookie. You can also put it in all kinds of dishes, from soups to salads to cookies. You can do everything with this.
There's a drink
herbal,
actually too that we love up here that's in Midway. What is the place called?
I'm not sure.
But we go and get this. It's like a lavender Italian soda.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. You can get that lavender syrup. And so we're kind of on this kick of like lavender. So we thought it would be fun to show you. This is something totally out of the ordinary. Some of your kids are not going to like it.
Because it's different.
It's very different.
Lavender is actually an herb. As long as you get the culinary lavender. Most lavenders you can actually eat.
Yeah.
But make sure you get the culinary lavender.
Yeah, this is a special culinary lavender.
And tell them where you get it.
Okay, so if you live locally, we went to, I'm like, is it Bella's or Bell's? I always say Bella's. It's in, it's right in Heber. It's on like your way coming into Midway or when you're leaving Midway. It's in Heber and they've got really fun, delicious pastries that are super good. And I just met the cutest Fanny in there this morning and she was so nice. And she was all the way up there from Layton.
Yes.
Eating a pastry.
She said she comes up there all the time.
And then she came over to get Kamut. She came over to get some bags of Kamut. She was like, well, can I come right now? So we'll talk about Kamut too. But anyways, this is actually called Blue Canyon Farm. And I'll do a link to their website after. So you can get this bottle for $6. And I feel like this is going to last you a while.
A long time.
I feel like this is going to last you a while. So that's not super expensive. So if you live here locally, you can get it at Bella's. And so that was fun. What was I going to say? Okay. You missed. Lavender blueberry muffins are the best.
Wow.
Yum.
Okay. Well, we're just learning actually how to cook with it. And so we wanted to share these cookies with you because we thought they were super good.
Yeah, they're just totally different. Okay, how can I set up a pickup order with Kamut at your sister-in-law's in Highland? So just DM me and I'll give you her phone number.
You can text her.
And you can text her.
Yeah, so you can set all that up.
And you can set that up. Okay, so we want to talk about something. Okay, so cookies right now are kind of like, everybody's talking about it because it's an after-school snack, school starting back up. And Mom always used to do that too. When we would come home, there'd be cookies waiting for us. And I feel like it's a great tradition that's all around the board. So there's so many different ways that people are doing their cookies. So we're going to talk about our way and how we're doing it. But we're just not into the massive, ginormous cookie. So we're doing it a little different.
We're just not, because it's the massive, ginormous cookie is a meal. And we want a snack. We just want a little bite.
Yeah.
And so our cookies are not massive, ginormous. They're the perfect size. The massive, ginormous are amazing, and you can share them.
They're amazing.
And you can cut
it's
them
not
up.
like we don't like them, but I just am like, when you make them so
At
big,
home.
I think you make yourself sick. I mean, you can make yourself absolutely sick.
The other thing is when we're serving them to our family and we're trying to teach our family great eating habits, we don't want that big, massive cookie staring at them because somebody might think they have to eat the whole thing. Obviously, they don't. They can share it. But I don't know. This is
With our size cookie, they can come back for two if they want to.
Exactly.
So this is what we're going to show you.
Yeah.
And, okay, so the dough, we're going to post the recipe after this. But it's mostly like, tell them it's mostly like a shortbread.
Yes, it's mostly, it's not really a shortbread cookie because shortbread is...
snickerdoodle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
totally
a snickerdoodle.
Butter, but it's sort of like a snickerdoodle with some of the ingredients left out of a snickerdoodle with, anyway, some lavender added. So it's our own little recipe, and if you're into lavender, you need to try it. When we tasted them, I just thought it's delightful. it's a really good taste.
It's definitely different. Like if you've never eaten anything with lavender, it's going to be a little bit of a funny change for you.
But it's good.
But it's good. And so what we thought would be fun with this too is with back to school and everybody's getting back into school, we thought it'd be fun to maybe share with a teacher, like have your kids take it to your teacher, because it's definitely a special cookie that they've never had before.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have so many things to talk about, so we're going to go through it fast.
Okay,
so I actually do this in my mixer. I love to make cookies in my KitchenAid. I love it.
I love it too.
I do love it. You can do it by hand as well. So all you're going to do is follow the recipe. Now we think it's best to do cookies with cold butter. So we've literally taken our Land of Lakes, which we think is by far the best butter to use. And we've just taken it straight out of the fridge and we're using it cold. So you're mixing your butter, your sugar, your eggs, and then you're gonna add your 3 cups of kamut flour. And you're going to add, this is always the biggest question that we get. Do we really use the same cup for cup? Yes, you're going to do that. You just wanna be a little shy under a cup. So the recipe called for 3 cups, so I still did it. So you get what like a little bit under a cup means, right? Like just a little bit shy.
It's not a fourth of a cup under. It's just a little bit shy. No,
it's just a little.
Yeah.
So we've got our 3 cups, and then it's got some baking soda, and then it is 1 tablespoon of this edible lavender. So now sometimes the cookies you go. I'll start rolling them out.
Sometimes, so Lizzie's going to take a heaping tablespoon, and then she's going to roll it into a ball. And then
let me show you. Yeah. So then this is about, wasn't it a teaspoon?
It's about a cup of sugar with a teaspoon of
edible lavender in. And then this is what you're gonna roll your cookie
because
in.
You don't want too much. You don't want too much lavender. When they come out, we're gonna put another little drop on top. You don't want too much lavender in there because it would be way too overpowering. So this is, I think, the perfect size cookie. You can even make them a little smaller.
I'll make some a little smaller too.
Yeah, just to show you what.
But these are just not like the 10-pound ginormous cookie, which I'm not saying I don't love them.
No, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful
Those
and they're
cookies
so
are
yummy.
Beautiful.
But
we're talking about serving cookies to kids and all family members.
Yeah.
And after dinner, we can have a cookie. For a snack in the afternoon, we can have a cookie or 2.
It's kind of like what my brother-in-law said. He gets the chip cookie down in Salt Lake all the time. And he said, I have to admit, he's like, I can eat the whole cookie, but he's like, I am sick by the end of it.
It's a meal.
Because it is seriously like a meal in itself. Okay, we're missing some questions.
So
but keep going.
Let me just give you some tips on cookies. If your cookies are generally turning out flat, then just chill your dough. Try that, okay?
So we have chilled our dough today.
Another thing, if they continue to turn out flat, start trying half butter, half shortening. Those are my tips for just continually generally getting flat cookies. Those are 2 tips that might be able to help you out.
But my other tips are, it's don't overmix. And my other tip is sometimes I add extra flour. And I think sometimes that does help.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you do that. Okay, do you use cold butter for chocolate chip cookies too?
We're doing that, yes.
So what is the difference between using cold butter instead of room temperature butter?
I think it keeps the cookie, it's not gonna flatten as much. That's another trick, is that it's cold. Now in the chocolate chip recipe, it doesn't necessarily say to use cold because we're learning all the time about how to improve.
She wrote that recipe like 100 years ago.
100 years ago, and so we're learning all the time. But it will work either way, and it will be delicious. But if your cookies are turning out flat, then use the butter straight from the fridge because the KitchenAid just mixes it up, and it's good. It's just like you were chilling your dough.
And of course, you can roll all of our cookies into the pre-ball size and freeze it because that is easy and accessible. So if you want to take it out of the freezer and then you just, cook them, that's great. We do that sometimes too.
Another thing we do is we take all the dough once it's made and we sort of put it on the counter and roll it into a log and cut it in half and freeze half of that log, and then when it comes out, your kids, it's so fun and easy for the kids, they just cut it with a knife and put the cookie, on the cookie sheet like that. Another thing that I love to do and have done many times is I take cookie dough to someone who's sick, someone who just had a baby, just somebody who you wanted to give a pickup to. I just make up my cookie dough and put it in something, just wrap it, well, for sure, wrap it in plastic and then put it in something cute and take them cookie dough. And then they can make their cookies hot.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that because who doesn't want a hot cookie? It's like hot bread out of the oven.
And of course, then after our cookies have cooled, they go instantly into the freezer.
Instantly.
If you're whatever is left over that you haven't eaten.
Yes, it goes to the freezer.
Straight to
that
the
is
freezer.
how you keep everything fresh, and it's pulling it out like you just made it that day. It's the best. Okay, so what's the difference between edible lavender and just regular lavender? Is that a weird question?
Well, it is the thing is we just know that edible lavender is an herb. It's sort of like any herb. Edible, sage, edible tarragon, whatever it is. It's used more as an herb. So most lavenders we're told you can eat, but there are a few that you wouldn't want to. So just make sure you get the culinary. So it's made for cooking, okay?
Oh, okay. Look at that beautiful kitchen and such great tips. That's so nice. Thank you. Okay, I think room temperature butter is best when I make chocolate chip cookies.
Great. If yours are turning out perfect, use the room temperature.
We honestly do both. I think your butter, it's I don't know, for me, it's not the best when it completely becomes room temperature. I like it a little bit, like they say the test is when you actually can put a dent in the butter. They say that's like the best way.
They say that is the best way.
So I don't know. You just have to figure it out for you, different elevations, different everything. But there's just different tips all the time.
We're always trying to improve, and so for 100 years I use room temperature, and I still do sometimes. Sometimes I use it right out of the fridge. Whatever my mood is. How do I want these to turn out
Well,
today?
yes. If she says if I microwave it, exactly. If you have melted, that is something I said months ago, and so many people were like, you don't add melted butter
Ever.
to your cookies. That is a no. That is like a never, ever, ever.
And a lot of people, honestly, when cookies sometimes are absolutely perfect, they'll tell you, I used Crisco. That's what they'll say. They're perfect because we use Crisco instead of butter.
We'll show you when they come out, but you guys, they're just really fun. They're totally different, and I don't know.
Fun.
It's fun.
Okay. So try them.
Okay, so what do you want to show now?
Okay, so what we try to do is really listen to our fannies and what they want. And we have had requests for making salad dressing and talking just a minute about our salads. We don't show as many of our salads as we should. We will in time get to that and showing more salads, but there's a lot of our fannies who are saying, you know what? I'm actually trying your salad dressings, and I've not bought a store-bought salad dressing for months.
Well, she just said today that she hasn't bought a salad dressing in 20 years.
It would be
That's
so
insane.
crazy. Maybe in one of my recipes it calls for a coleslaw salad dressing into a special thing, and so I would buy it for that. But our ranch dressing,
our dressings really are so easy and fabulous.
They're so
easy.
good. Our ranch dressing
start
is
showing
so
some.
good. It's the best ranch you'll ever eat. We're not
Really
showing
is.
that one today, but they all last a few weeks in the refrigerator. The ranch lasts up to a month. This one that we're going to show you right now is our poppy seed. And I've had and the reason why we're choosing this one today is because we've had specific DMs that say, we're dying over your poppy seed dressing. So we wanted to show you how easy and how quick
This is so beyond easy.
Okay, so Lizzie,
I make my own ranch, and now I substitute buttermilk with what is that, kefir?
Oh,
so I get probiotics in my dressing.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Morning.
Great idea. Yeah. Okay, great idea. Okay, Lizzie, So we're going to take 3/4
Sage Hill
cups.
Cottage, you have taken the most beautiful pictures of our canoe. It is making my heart sing. You guys, everybody is using it. Nobody has hated it.
No, the
They
bread
are
is turning out.
loving it. The bread is turning out.
Your
And
pictures are amazing.
your pictures are amazing. We're really loving our bag because we're like, this
Oh.
is looking so pretty.
We just are so in love with our bag and our ancient, beautiful gentleman right here. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
It's-
she just said, I got my kamut flour yesterday. I also got your email newsletter about the kamut. Can you put more recipes on your site using kamut?
all of our recipes.
All of our recipes.
Are
It
made
is
with
an
kamut.
all-purpose flour. So literally, whatever flour you've been using on a regular basis, you're gonna dump it. You're gonna throw it away, just like we did, because it's all-purpose.
All-purpose, right
It is
here.
everything.
White kamut
all you ever
brand,
need.
all-purpose. And so that's all of our recipes are made with it.
All of it.
That's all we've been using, all I've been using for 3.5 years. And so every recipe works for me.
But we are going to show new recipes all the time, like these lavender cookies were made with kamut. We've got those
So
one
many.
muffins that
Oh.
that Erin made. You know, the
Yes.
kamut muffins. They
Yes.
were incredible.
The brand.
I received my kamut flour yesterday too. No, not the brand.
Oh, not the brand.
Okay.
3/4 cup of olive oil to make this poppy seed dressing. Okay.
I tried to buy a Costco olive oil because I wanted to see, but it's still not our favorite. Show them our favorite.
Well, one of our favorites.
One
is
of our
still-
absolute favorites.
It's still the California Estate olive oil from Trader Joe's. This is
This one I tried, the Greek from
it's,
Costco.
and it's good.
And it's good.
Great. It's great.
But
Okay,
the Costco one's not our favorite.
1/3 cup sugar now. Okay.
So you're just gonna whisk. This is so beyond easy.
1/3 cup red wine vinegar. 1/3 cup red wine vinegar. Here it is, Liz. Okay.
Oh.
1/3 cup red wine vinegar. Okay. And 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds. We just
So
want
what kind of salads do you like this one on?
This one I love on our spinach salad with
Sorry,
cheese.
this is not coming out.
With fruit and cheese in book 1 on page 188. But you can
I gotta check
put
these
poppy
cookies.
seed dressing on just about anything and just drizzle a little bit of it. Right, so the cookies.
Needs another minute.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I'm getting used to this new oven. You know how every oven is so different. Okay.
1
Is this
teaspoon.
recipe in one of your books? Okay,
Yes.
so these salad dressings are all in the books.
And we have so many.
This poppy seed is in book number 1. So
Yes.
tell them.
So the poppy seed dressing is in book number 1 on page 199. Book number 1. We also have balsamic vinaigrette, sweet red wine vinaigrette, buttermilk ranch dressing, creamy raspberry vinaigrette, almost Caesar dressing.
Okay.
There are so
Okay,
many.
so then isn't it a half of a mince?
Just
half
a
teaspoon?
little, yeah, just a little bit. Honey mustard dressing and our homemade croutons. And then in our second book, we have more dressings. So we're going to make one from our second book as well.
Okay, so it's a little bit of minced onion.
So 3/4 teaspoon
And then
salt.
how much Grey Poupon?
It's actually just a half a teaspoon of minced onion, 3/4 teaspoon salt, and a half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard.
Should I use this one or the
Sure,
gray?
use that one.
3/4.
Of our fleur de sel, 3/4 teaspoon salt, and a little minced onion, 1/2 teaspoon, and 1/2 teaspoon of some Dijon.
What is that? Half a teaspoon?
Yeah, and so we're done. So we have dressing mixed in our fridge, and it's going to last at least 2 weeks.
Okay, what's your favorite container to hold dressing?
Oh my goodness!
Sorry, I kinda said that yelling.
Actually, what I'm really using the most is these with the lids. So a quart size, this size, put it in 2 different ones. Sometimes dressing will stain plastic, and so I don't really use the plastic as much as I just do the good old canning jars. I love the canning jars. Tell them how much we love them, Lizzie.
You know what? You know what is so fun? when we went up to the Montage and we were eating at the Montage, they serve you at that nice restaurant your drink in this. And my husband's like, I want this. I want this for a drink.
But how long have I had these?
I know, you've been using them
At
forever.
my house. I've been using them forever for my drinks. I love them.
What's your favorite brand of red wine vinegar do you love?
We just buy, it just seems like what's ever on sale.
I know. I have to admit, I just buy whatever's on sale.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite of red wine vinegar. We do, actually, this brand, I'm not sure if they carry red wine, this brand, but this is our favorite balsamic and our favorite white vinegar, which is the champagne. Anyway,
Napa
we're going to
Valley.
be using this one.
Okay.
In just a second.
Okay, so did you tell them what your favorite salad is? This is on?
Yes, this goes with the spinach salad with fruit and cheese, but you can put poppy seed dressing on just any green.
It's really fabulous. This is how easy this is. I said, this is funny to show.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it's not. We're going to show. This is how easy.
We wanted to show, I particularly, because we had so many requests for our dressings, I wanted to show you how easy it is to mix this up. I want to taste it.
And they last up in the fridge for 2 weeks,
good.
right, Mom?
Yes. Keep it in one of your jars like that, and you're
Lizzie,
good to go.
did you move to Utah? Is that why you two are able to do so many lives?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so poppy seed dressing.
I don't know if you hate it or love it. Do you want more of just her alone and me alone? I don't know. We just like being together because it's more fun for us. It's more fun and it's easy for both of us to help each other out.
And
I did move here.
Lizzie has so much to say, and I have so much to say, and so bringing both of what we have to say together hopefully is going to help you and motivate you.
But maybe they want us both separate. I don't know. Okay, where did you get the Napa Valley? So you can actually get this lots of places. Whole Foods.
Harmon's has it.
Harmon's. I've heard
Not
that
every store has it though.
No, Sprouts does.
Yeah,
it,
Sprouts.
right?
I think it's Sprouts that does.
Yeah, Sprouts.
Okay, let's make this one.
That's nice.
In our second book,
She said, was it 3/4 cup olive oil?
Yes, 3/4 cup. In our second book, on page 271, is an apple, dried cherry, and walnut salad. It's probably one of the best salads you'll ever eat.
Okay, so we'll take these cookies off too.
Yes, show those cookies that just came out. How good they look.
With our favorite hot pads.
They're perfect.
Okay, so just see our cookies. You can't really see everything.
Always bake your cookies on parchment paper.
Always do it on parchment paper. And then I kind of like let my cookie, I like to let it sit there for a minute, like after you've baked it, because then I think it can get a little more done. Okay, I probably still made these big for your jar.
That's okay. That's
you want me to try?
No, they're too big. Yeah, they're too big. Try that one.
I'm going to try this one.
I don't think it will fit. I think it's too big. Yeah, that's okay. Needs to be, so just cut it, Lizzie. Just
I
cut
need
it
to make
around.
it a little smaller.
Yeah, but just take a knife. Take a knife and just literally.
We're not going to do that. I'll just roll out smaller ones.
Oh, no, that's fine, but we just want to show how we would do that.
I guess I can't make him that small. Together, please. Love seeing you both on lives. That's so nice.
Oh, that's so nice. But look at this. Darling little cookie. And with the lavender cookie, it goes.
So you can make them smaller.
It's so cute. And then we just stack them very carefully. Perfect. Just inside of this.
Okay, let's show them.
Look at the blue. The blue to go with the lavender. I couldn't find, or we didn't have, I actually had these. I haven't seen lavender. I fell in love with the blue when I saw it this year. But look how darling.
Okay, but look how cute this is too. If you want to make them regular size, you're going to put them in this.
It's
to take to somebody.
It's such a cute gift.
This is such a fun gift.
And then
look, it can fit a lot of cookies in there.
It's more than what you think.
Yeah.
And then we use this darling twine to go around, or even or even something like this.
This darling twine.
Or this is our favorite
do a cute
ribbon.
Yeah, this is like my favorite ribbon. Or tie a ribbon around it. Who wouldn't want to get this? So we thought that would be cute to show.
Especially, well, any cookie, but the lavender cookie is just I don't know. It's so different. It's so boutique-y. It's so boutique-y and so fun. And if you want to go further with it, you take them some cookies and a jar of lavender.
If you really want to up it a notch.
A jar of herbal lavender.
Okay, we'll show this
Culinary
really fast.
Okay, so this is going to be our maple.
This is so easy.
Our maple dressing that goes on this salad. It's just 1/4 of a cup of mayo and 1/4 of a cup of pure maple syrup.
I need a spoon.
And this is so delicious. Oh my goodness, this salad. If you ever are in a pinch,
this one.
well, every salad in both of our books, I'm not kidding you, are so delicious. But if you're ever in a pinch and you just want a sophisticated salad,
it goes with
take
everything. It's so good.
The maple dressing is just so delicious.
Okay, so 1/4 a cup and 1/4 a cup, then what?
3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. And this is the one that we're using for all of our...
No, this dressing you want to...
3 tablespoons.
You want to drink.
It's amazing.
I think I
white
make really
wine or
attractive
sherry.
faces on here.
And 2 teaspoons.
3?
Yeah, 3. And then just 3 tablespoons of that and 2 teaspoons of sugar. So just a little sugar and 1/2 cup of olive oil. And you're done. It's so good. Oh my goodness.
Where's half a cup?
The problem is when we're in the midst of putting dinner on the table for our families, we don't often do these salads because they're expensive. They can be time consuming, but when your dressing is already made, it's a piece of cake.
And if you have all the stuff just in your fridge, you'll whip it up more than you'll think. You know what I mean?
If you have the dressing available in the fridge, you'll think, oh goodness, okay, so what else do I need? I need some walnuts. I need some baby greens. So I need an apple. I need some dried cranberries or tart cherries. And if you have that on hand,
we need to show them one day how they sugar their nuts.
Yeah,
because that's so good
to make
for a yummy
nuts.
salad. Okay, so see how simple. This was like, I don't even know why we were showing this in a way. I'm like, Mom, this is so simple.
It's so simple, but people don't remember and they don't know that we have these recipes in our books. These amazing dressings. So hopefully it helped you.
Yeah, so just know that on each of the books there's a salad specific area. Chapter
on salad.
On just salads.
And lots of different dressings.
This one is amazing, the warm quinoa.
Yeah.
The orzo one that I've told you about. Ooh, this is the one we just made the other week, the signature salad. This was so insane.
And that dressing, Lizzie, is basically olive oil and lemon juice. Lemons.
Yeah. So anyway, super easy and really good. We just someone wanted to see.
And so we're trying to do, we got a request yesterday for more vegetarian meals. And they said, you don't have very many vegetarian recipes. They're all throughout both books. There's so many vegetarian recipes. We'll talk about that next week. So if anybody doesn't have any more questions, I think we're just about done for today. How are the questions?
Oh, she said, no, we need to see it. I couldn't even boil water before I found your mom.
Oh, that's so fun. We hope that you know, for all of our new followers, that our all-purpose white kamut flour is finally available. We're so excited. In our beautiful 5-pound bags. You can go online and order it.
So a 5-pound bag, bring it back really fast, just so you know, so we can explain this one more time, because there's one question. Okay, so if you order a 5-pound bag, let's say online at thefoodnanny.com, you get the 5-pound bag at $9.98, and you're paying for a flat rate box that's like $13.
$13.25.
It can fit 2 of these 5-pound bags. So for the best bang for your buck, because flour is so expensive to ship.
Because it's heavy.
It's very heavy. So the best bang for your buck is to buy 2 to fit in the $13 flat rate bag. And then you can actually add hot pads, spoons. We're fitting all kinds of crazy stuff in there. The cookbooks, it's like kind of pushing it, but we're trying it. So if you haven't received your package of kamut and books with it, then let us know, because we're trying to push it, because We want you to get it for the best price, everything.
Trying to fit it all in.
We promise you, you're never going to find a better price. Some of you are a little bit confused, thinking maybe we weren't selling it for the best price. I promise we are. And
you can look all over the internet.
Look all over. And you know exactly,
price.
like this is coming from our kitchen to our, like, you know, I always say this wrong, from our kitchen to yours.
It's the flour we use.
This is what we use. So it can get super confusing and you don't understand, but just know that this is all-purpose flour, that literally there is nothing else that we are using. Don't even mention the wheat. Don't even say it because you confuse. This is literally all we use, okay? So there is no more anything. No all-purpose flour, no buying at Costco. I'm just trying to answer the questions that we get all the time.
Yeah, all day long.
If that makes sense. Okay.
And go on to our newsletter. Sign up for our newsletter. It's going to be coming out once a week.
It just barely started happening yesterday.
Yes, and so go sign up for the newsletter. It will give you all the information about Kamut. We'll answer every question that you have. So please go to thefoodnanny.com for that.
Yeah, and you can see sign up for newsletter.
In the next few weeks, we're also going to have a question and answer online that you can ask Liz or Lizzie, and we will get back to you. Any cooking question, any question about kids. And
they liked seeing 3 smaller recipes today. I am loving my Kamut. I am loving my Kamut. Any locations in the Salt Lake County, Highland is the only pickup that we have in Salt Lake County. So if you want to DM me, I'll give you that information, okay? I noticed on your last live, you said you were able to include 1 book with the bag. On my next order, can I add 1 book? I have book 2.
Yes.
Yes, we're pretty sure that you can do it.
We're trying to fit the 2, but we think we can fit the 1.
I got my 2 bags of Kamut and 1 of your cookbooks all in the same box. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
then it's working.
It's just, we know we can fit 1, we just don't know about the 2. So
huge request. Can you say hi, Lori? She loves you so much. We love to be watching you.
Hi, Lori. Oh, that's so
Where do you live, Lori? That's so sweet.
Yeah, where are you?
Do you know how much your 1 cup of Kamut weighs?
No, I haven't weighed it, but we can do that.
We can do that. Any pickup in Camas?
That would be me.
She lives in Woodland.
Yes.
So you can go to her. My 9-year-old lived that you read my comment. Thanks for me. Oh, loved.
Oh, love. Oh.
We love you.
Yay.
I know. Okay, sometimes you can't see it super well. How long do I have to leave the Kamut out when I take it out of the freezer before I use it?
You don't. It's just fine. It's just fine. It'll warm up in 2 seconds.
Okay.
It'll warm up in 2 seconds.
Well, we'll be done. Wait, you guys. We say this every time, so we can't keep saying it. Obviously, we can't stop talking. Okay. Would it be possible to discount the book 1 then? I'm sorry. No.
We're selling them for a discount now.
You can get them as you have to buy both to get the deal. You can only buy both to get the deal. And I'm sorry, but I promise it's the best money you'll ever spend. She's more like, think about it. I'm like, no, you're not going to think about it. You only get the better deal if you buy both.
I think one of the most touching stories I've heard, there's so many. We love every story from every Fanny, and there's something that Lizzie and I are going to touch on maybe possibly this week or in the next coming weeks. And that is, I know that some of you who have my books, maybe you're using them or maybe you're not. And I ran onto the most beautiful girl.
Both should fit in the box. We're thinking both fit in the box.
Well, if
she's saying if only 1 fits, then she wants it discounted.
Oh gosh, okay. Well,
just DM me after.
Both fit if you only buy 1 thing
fit.
of Kamut for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, getting back to my story. So I met this beautiful woman, and she said, "Your book, I've had your book like 10 years, a long time." And she said, I was having a problem with one of my kids with unhealthy eating. And she went to a counselor, and the counselor said, you need to start having family dinner together. And she said, can you do that? And she thought about it for a minute, and she said, you know what? I've got the Food Nanny's cookbook. And that is what she's all about, helping you get organized with her theme nights to be able to put dinner on the table. And she said, I can do it. She said, I ran home, I pulled your book down, and she said, we've never stopped having family dinner from that day forward, because that is what her daughter needed. She needed to have a consistent meal plan because she was getting so far off track with her eating. And we're going to talk about all of this. Lizzie has so much to say about what we have learned over the past few months from some of you people, from other people that we know, about what's really going on out there with eating habits.
Honestly, it's been a little bit shocking to me, because when you're raised with something and just that you eat everything, that it's so normal, and then once you start learning that there are so many girls that don't live that way, I don't know, like even moving away, it was an eye-opener just to see, and I've had so many of you. The one time that I talked about it in Colorado, the one girl's like, please, please, please talk about it again. And we have opened up this insane conversation between all of you, and it's all you want to talk about because it is the new thing. And there was a girl, should I say what the one girl said now?
Sure.
The one girl that came to my house, she was telling me that it's actually, this is like the new eating disorder. She said that it's not anorexia, it's not bulimic, it's not any of that. She goes, it's the, like, losing your mind over what you're eating and obsessing with counting the calories and obsessing about
keeping the notes.
Yeah, just exactly what you're putting into your mouth. And she gave such an insane story about her daughter that I want to share about. But I'm just like, our 100% message is really getting you excited, and we do like to have fun, and we're like screaming in the kitchen and yelling with each other because we really do want all of you to get back to the dinner table. It is, no matter what anybody says, the most important thing you can do. It is all day. I don't care if your beds are not made. Well, we like to be clean too, but I'm serious. Like, if your day is just going to shot, it's shot. You can't get anything done. It is the most important thing you can do. At least do that. At least do that. But what?
Go ahead.
But honestly, it's blowing my mind talking. There's so much to talk about. That's why there's so much to say. But it's blowing my mind that this is the new generation problem. And it is not like we don't worry about what we eat. We say in portion control. It's not like we're like, eat 20 cookies, you'll be great, and then go get a Big Mac with a big large fry. No. That's not what we're saying either. It's having this amazing variety, balance in your life, but never depriving yourself and never feeling like you don't deserve or you can't eat that because you're totally wrong.
And you can't.
You are totally
and you
wrong.
don't deserve to sit down and have dinner with your family.
Yeah,
because you're 5 or 10 pounds overweight or whatever it is.
You don't deserve to eat that meal because you're fat and you should be eating a salad. You're not satisfying yourself.
You so need to sit down at that dinner table, and you so need to eat what your family's eating. Just push your plate back when you're satisfied, and then you're done.
Because it's not fake. We have been bigger in our lives. I have put on 60 pounds, like I told you, every time I get pregnant.
With all of my babies.
She would get big pregnant. I feel like it's a genetic thing, and it's like, if you just cut back a little bit, cut back on the sugar and the flour.
Portion control.
But in the beginning, when you have so much weight to lose, you've got to go back a little bit on the sugar. I'm not going to deny that you can.
And the bread.
And the bread. But those are the only two things. But once you get it back in, you have this amazing, balance of life. And guess what? You are going to be so liberated and so free and have this incredible life because, I don't know, we go too long on getting emotional.
The thing about it is this lifestyle that we've created that we're trying to share with all of you, you'll never look at another diet again, because diets don't work long term. They might work short term, but it doesn't become a lifestyle. And what you're trying to do, if you don't teach your children how to eat, no one will. And you can liberate them now today by showing them how to eat everything we love and crave in portion control with this amazing variety of food. And you can teach that to them and give them one of the greatest gifts you'll ever give them. And that is the gift of knowing how to balance your diet.
Yeah,
and how to eat and embrace sugar, because
I can't live life without it.
No.
I can't even imagine it. So I don't know why it really is like hitting home, and it's making me emotional, because the one time that I felt like I needed to share and talk about it, it opened up this insane just response from all of you. And it breaks my heart to know that there are so many girls that are my age and younger and even a little older that have lived this exhausting life of never letting themselves enjoy anything. And I don't know why, it just makes me so sad, because it's like, if you live by these rules that my mom really has taught me, which I feel like I've taken kind of for granted, because I just thought, well, okay, yeah, you then put your plate back,
or you share your food,
or you share your food.
Every time you're out,
you get a kids meal. Anyways, I don't know. We can talk about this more, and it's a message that I'm never going to stop talking about, and it's one of the main reasons I know for a fact I want to do this Instagram, because I feel like you can get so caught up, and people on Instagram are like, I need a break, because it can be depressing. She never looks at the Instagram, so she doesn't understand what we are looking at, and it is hard. It's a lot of bloggers that are like, look at me, this is what I have, this is, if you want to look like me, you got to eat nothing, and if you want to do this, you've got to do this, and it's like, it can get so depressing, and it makes you feel like you are less than, and that you have to eat that way. And so we are going to do the opposite of, we're going to show you how you can have a beautiful life with eating, and eating with your family, and enjoying the cookies, and enjoying the bread, and enjoying all of these things, because that's how passionate it is for us. I don't know why, but we get emotional about it, for real. It's for real.
And there's so many people that are talking to us and telling us that they are doing exactly what we're doing. They're pushing their plate back when they're satisfied, and they're leaving the table. They're sharing their food when they're out and about. And we have so many people now that are telling us how it's working.
Oh, it's working. And it's not even, honestly, she's been getting people from the minute she wrote her books that they have lost weight, that they have this whole new meaning for life, honestly, from the minute your books came out.
Years and years.
But we had the lady at the cooking class. She just lost 100 pounds.
Another one last Saturday.
Your last one, hair... The other lady
yes,
was saying, oh my gosh,
goodness,
I've lost 30 pounds. I'm like, no, this isn't fake. Anyways.
I went into my darling...
we've been going for almost an hour.
One of my darling friends, I saw her and I said, I was noticing she's just getting so, looking more healthy and so beautiful. She's beautiful from the get-go. She was just fine the way she was, and I said, you look like you have lost some weight. And she said, I'm doing your plan. I'm just pushing my plate
But let me
back.
just tell you something.
I'm just pushing my plate back.
It's still going to be completely different body types.
Yes.
It's whatever is good for you, wherever you feel good. I will never be as tiny as my little mommy right here, but that is her body. That is her. For me, it is who I am. Do you know what I mean? It's never
it's
a
not
number.
About size.
It's not
or
about
weight.
size. It's
how you feel.
It's where do you feel good?
Yeah.
Where do you feel good about
That's
yourself?
all it is.
Okay, living a healthy lifestyle does not only have physical effects, but it also does amazing things for your spirit, balance and everything. I agree. Okay, everybody says they love it. Yesterday, I saw a girl say to her husband that she couldn't eat bread and the soup he was having because that is what women have to do to keep our figures. I was so sad for her.
Oh my goodness. That is so sad.
It's about trusting your body and eating intuitively.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
That's it.
And we met her.
Exactly.
That's exactly. Your
exactly.
family message is a lifesaver and a family saver. Portion control and variety really works wonders.
It does.
It just does. La Vita Vera is such an important concept. Okay, so
The true
anyways,
life. It is the true life.
but we could talk about it every time. I don't know if you guys, I don't know how many times you want to hear it, but we'll go into it more talking about you always want to know exactly the way we eat, how we do these things, because I know we're just showing a recipe.
And we're going to bring...
And then we turn it off,
Yeah.
and you're then like, but I want more.
Yeah.
It's not even about losing weight, though. It's about eating a variety of food. No, it's not. It's not about eating. It's not about losing weight.
No, not
but
at all.
I think that is the one fear that girls that I have been around don't eat it because they're afraid of gaining the weight. I think that's the biggest thing for them. We got that all the time. Remember when there were people like even at Swiss Days years ago that wanted to buy the books and they're like, sorry, we don't cook. We don't cook.
Yeah.
We don't want to gain the weight. And
Yeah.
so, anyways, keep going for
Okay,
a second. I'm kind of
so,
worried about my baby.
It's...
London?
Lizzie, is the baby...
Okay.
Okay, so the baby's fine, so that's great. The kids are still home from school, so her oldest daughter is taking care of the baby. It is certainly a lifestyle, and the thing is, when we jump from diet to diet, we're trying to find something that works. They do work. Fad diets can work, but not in the long run. Not in the long run. It's not long term.
No, it's not long
term. And that's
term.
the problem. We need to be looking for something that is long term. Because when we jump from diet to diet, our body never understands. It's going to take so long for it to find its set point and be able to understand. When we're eating a variety of food with plenty of vegetables and fruit and whole, these amazing grains, our amazing flour, it's going to, and our amazing salt, these healthy, delicious foods, eating everything that we love and crave in portion control is the right way.
Yes.
And it's the way that if everybody could just do it, get down to where you feel great and then just enjoy your life.
That's what we want. We want you
That's
to
what
be
we
enjoying
want for
life.
you.
That's what we want. Okay, on a different note, my 4-year-old starts pre-K tomorrow, and he wants a Food Nanny roll and cookie for lunch every day with grapes and carrots. With kamut flour, I feel great about it.
I feel great about it too. I feel great about it too.
Okay, we
Anything
are
you
so
do is
done.
the best. Okay, everybody.
Love you. Keep cooking.
Your family's worth it.
Like, happy getting back into school. Look, I know that getting back into school, hopefully that means you're getting back on your meal planning and getting back to cooking, because I know summer you can be off.
We do
So
these meal plans
we have
for
the
you.
meal plans for you.
Every 2 weeks, we give you a new meal plan. So get back. It's the perfect time to make a new goal. I'm going to put dinner on the table for my family at least 3 nights a week.
And tonight is red and white mostaccioli. Not one kid or family member is not going to love it. So you need to make it. It's incredible with our homemade Alfredo.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
My friend's diet is so crazy. It takes her forever to cook her special food, and her kids and husband are left to fend for themselves every night, like cereal or snacks for dinner. It's so sad.
And that's what we don't want. We want you eating exactly what your family's eating. We want you to eat really delicious food in portion control. Your body's going to get used to it, and before you know it, you're perfect.
See, that's exhausting. This is what they're saying is the new eating disorder. The girl that came to pick up flour, this is a whole nother story, but really her daughter is a nutritionalist now, and she was like, I'm not kidding, this is the eating disorder, and she had the problem. She had the problem of it.
Yeah.
She was never, whatever. We'll talk about it more.
We'll keep talking about this in and throughout this whole year.
No, we'll never stop talking about it.
We'll never stop talking about it.
But don't unfollow. We love you. We love you.
We're just trying to help. We're trying to help you. Women, we still own dinner time. It's still our responsibility. We need to get the dinner on the table for our family. Start right now as you go back to school. Do it at least 3 times a week, because the benefits just doing it 3 times a week are huge. The list is that long. They'll have better grades. They'll trust you more. They'll be more nutritionally sound. They'll form eating habits that they can take with them to last forever. The conversation that you're going to have around the dinner table is more important than the food, because you need to be looking your kid in the eye their teachers know what they're up to and their friends do, but you don't. So that's another reason we gather together around the table. If you can't do it for any other reason, do it for that.
So make most of Chole tonight. Ken,
And
we
look
love
your
you.
kids in the eye. You're going to love it, and they're going to die for it. Bye,
Love
everybody.
you.